What is your name at the Pima County Jail, please?
My name is Sean Michael Foley.
You said Sean Michael Foley?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, looks like you have a misdemeanor criminal damage charge. I'm gonna enter plea of not guilty. Let's see.
Hold on. I have,
Hold on a second. I'm
yes,
gonna enter a plea of not guilty. Looks like you're being held on another case. I'm gonna release you. Don't have contact with the victim. I'm only releasing you on this misdemeanor case. You still have a hold on you. May 1st at 8:30 a.m. is your next court date in justice court, and I'll let them know that you're still in custody.
how would I, am I only able to figure out the bond out?
I don't know what's happening in your other case. I'm only seeing you on this misdemeanor case.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Your excuse.
I'm very. He's very.
Should I go back down that smaller numbers?
Judge, Mr. Freely is unable to appear tonight.
Who's speaking?
This is the public defender, Twyla
Oh, okay.
Hackney.
You're okay with continuing it?
Yes, Judge, I believe he's in custody for other charges, so.
Okay, I'll continue to tomorrow morning. Thanks. What is your name, please?
Megan Beck.
Say your full name, please.
Megan Beck.
What's your middle name?
Oh, Elizabeth, sorry.
All right, looks like you had a warrant for your arrest at a justice court for a driving on suspected case has been pending since February 20th of 2025. I'm going to quash the warrant. I'll release you on that charge. Your next court date in justice court is going to be May 1st at 8:30 a.m. Make sure you appear. If you do not, another warrant will issue for your arrest. You also had warrants for your arrest out of city court. Looks like it was a warrant that went out for you November 21st. You were supposed to be in Judge
Sorry.
Blue's courtroom. Hold on a second. So Ms. Beck, looks like they were trying to work with you about doing your therapy through COPE. Are you still enrolled with COPE?
I'm not enrolled with COPE anymore. I'm enrolled with La Frontera because COPE, the case managers, they keep jumping me case managers and nothing seems to be working out. And
All right, thank
the
you.
court.
Hold on a second. Thank you. Just asked you one question. All right, Ms. Beck, I'm going to release you, give you a chance to appear on your own on May 13th, 2025 at 9:30 a.m. Make sure you appear in city court. If you do not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're excused. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, just have a seat out there. Anything else? Out there with the team. Erica? Yes.
What is your full name, please?
Erica Nicole Gastelum.
All right, looks like you are charged with 1 count of domestic violence disorderly conduct, 1 count of domestic violence criminal damage. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. There's a victim that wants to be heard on this case. Is the victim present?
No.
No, I'm speaking with the victim in this case. Who's the victim in this case? The Erica Gastelum, they want to be heard?
Yeah, this is Will or Guillermo.
What's your position regarding release or no release?
Release, please.
Anything else you'd like to say about the case?
No, I just want to see when she will be able to leave so we can take her home.
All right. Ms. Costello, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Do not pick up any new charges for domestic violence or any new charges in general. I'll release you. Your next court date is going to be in Justice Court, May 1st at 10:30 a.m. Make sure you appear. If you do not, a warrant will issue for your arrest and you are excused. And Mr. Guillermo She'll be released in a few hours from the jail. Thank you.
I think
Have a seat on there with the people.
Valencia,
What is your full name, please?
Edward Valencia.
You are charged with one count of domestic violence assault. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. Let's see. What's the victim on which case? I'm sorry? Okay. All right. So Mr. Valencia, I'm going to release you. Do not pick up any new charges. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. Your next court date is going to be in Justice Court, May 1st, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. Make sure you appear in court. If not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Full name is Darren Wayne Anthony.
All right, so it looks like you were charged with a new charge of domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct in one case. And then you have another case for the same exact charges. I'm not sure if this is duplicate filing. Going to enter pleas of not guilty. If I release you, sir, you're not allowed to have any contact with Melissa. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I understand that.
Do not call her, do not text her, do not social media her. Stay away from her in Tucson City Court, May 20th at 1:30 p.m. Make sure you appear. If you do not,
Okay. Thank you.
You just have a seat out there with the mouse.
Okay.
Yes.
your full name, please.
Justin Jose. Lovers, Your Honor.
All right, you have two separate cases. One case is domestic violence criminal damage, one case and domestic violence disorderly conduct from today's date. And then again, from today's date, there are separate charges of domestic violence criminal damage, domestic violence disorderly conduct, domestic violence. Actually, they're not domestic violence charges. It's simple criminal damage, disorderly conduct, criminal trespass involving, I guess, I'm not really sure, but they're not domestic violence related charges. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty to all the charges. There's a victim in this case that wants to be heard. The victim, if you would like to be heard, you may go ahead and make a statement now.
Yes, my name's Jada Amiola. I'm just asking for him not to be released because I do fear for me and my children's life and safety. He came to my apartment on multiple occasions and even wrote a death threat on my wall, so I don't feel safe.
Thank you. Due to the alleged injuries to in this case, your bond is set at $2,000, sir. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You are not allowed to have any contact with Jada. Do not call her, text her, do not social media her. If you were to get out of custody, you cannot go to where she lives. Stay away from her. Court date's going to be in Tucson City Court, April 30th at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you. You're excused. Full name, domestic violence, criminal damage, domestic violence, disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I will release you. Your next court date is going to be in Tucson City Court, May 20th at 1:30 p.m. And do not pick up any new charges. You understand?
Yes.
You're excused.
ma'am.
Thank you. A Spanish interpreter, we're going to need the interpreter for the victim. Sir, at the jail, or interpreter, are you there? Yep.
Yes, Your Honor.
At the jail, what is your full name, sir?
Señor, diga su nombre completo.
Luis Alberto Ice Pérez.
Oh, I guess he needs.
Luis Alberto Paez Pérez.
Sí.
Right. You're charged with two
Yes.
separate counts of domestic violence assault, 3 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct, and 1 count of domestic violence criminal damage.
Le han presentado cargos, uno de violencia doméstica, agresión, uno de violencia doméstica, 3 cargos de violencia doméstica, conducta contra el orden público y un cargo de daños delitosos bajo violencia doméstica.
I will enter pleas of not guilty.
Le voy a sentar declaraciones de no culpable.
There is a victim present who wants to be heard regarding release conditions or no release.
Hay una víctima presente que quiere decir algo en cuanto a las condiciones de liberación o de no liberación.
Is there a Jessica on the phone?
Hay una Jessica en el teléfono.
Sí, soy yo.
Yes, it is I.
And would you like to make a statement?
¿Y usted desea hacer una declaración, decir algo?
Pues yo deseo que él agarre tratamiento por, pues sí,
Well, my wish is for him to receive some treatment.
Okay, anything else?
Bien, ¿algo más?
no,
No.
All right, sir, at the jail, you have an immigration hold on you, an ICE hold.
Señor, ¿tiene usted, lo está pidiendo inmigración, la agencia ICE?
Because you have that hold, I'm gonna place a $1,000 bond on you.
Debido a que lo está pidiendo, lo están pidiendo con inmigración, le voy a imponer una fianza de $1,000.
I'm gonna appoint a city public defender to represent you.
Voy a nombrarle un defensor público de la ciudad para que lo represente.
Your next court date is gonna be in Tucson City Court, April 30th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m.
Su siguiente audiencia va a ser el Tribunal Municipal de Tucson el 30 de abril a la 1:30 de la tarde.
Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you.
Su abogado se va a poner en contacto con usted pronto. Gracias.
Gracias.
Hey, thank
¿qué
you.
va a pasar? ¿En qué forma?
And what's going to happen?
You'll have to talk to his attorney.
Usted tendrá que hablar con el abogado de él, señora.
Ok, gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Jail.
And maybe interpreter.
Hold on. Jail, is there any other Spanish speaking individuals?
No, Judge.
All right, interpreter, you're excused. Thank you.
Very well, thank you, Your Honor. Good night.
What is your name to the jail, please?
Kimberly Bowen.
I'm sorry, say your name again.
Kimberly Bowen.
What's your middle name, please?
Lee.
You're charged with 1 count of theft of means of transportation. The alleged incident date was from July 20th of 2024. I'm going to quash that felony warrant for your arrest, enter plea of not guilty, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. You do have an attorney who is seated next to you, representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Deputy County Attorney.
Yes, Your Honor, the state's requesting a $10,000 bond due to the criminal history and the failure to appear history.
Defense Counsel.
Judge, we're asking that Ms. Bowen is released to pretrial services. This was identified as a non-violent felony by pretrial services. It appears that she hasn't been arrested on this matter before. She's a lifelong resident of Tucson. Her last arrest was almost 20 years ago. And if she were released, she would go to her cousin's house.
Ms. Bowen, I'll set the bond at $2,000. No contact with the alleged victim. Do not go to where the victim lives. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your arraignment date is set for April 28th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Thank you. We were.
What is your full name, please?
Crystal Marie Dunn.
What's your middle name?
Marie?
You have been arrested and accused of the crime of unlawful possession of a narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia, I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing date?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitored treatment they recommend. You are not allowed to drink any alcohol. You cannot take any illegal drugs, and you certainly cannot be in possession of any illegal drugs. The Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. And Defense Counsel, you waive time limits for the preliminary hearing?
Yes, Judge.
All right. First hearing you're going to have, Ms. Dunn, is going to be a hearing called STEPS. It's going to be on April 28th, 2025 at 9 a.m. That's next week. So you've got to be in court. If you're not in court, a warrant could issue for your arrest, and then
Okay.
you may no longer be eligible for this special diversion program. So make sure you show up. And your preliminary hearing is set for June 6th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. You're
Thank
excused.
you.
Wait. Have a seat out there with this one. Okay.
What is your name, sir?
Going Vincent Below.
You're charged with theft of means of transportation. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. I need to let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Defense counsel, I'm sorry, Deputy County Attorney.
Your Honor, the state's asking for a $1,500 bond due to the prior felony convictions and history for FTAs.
Defense counsel.
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Elam is released to pretrial services. Pretrial services identified this as a nonviolent felony. He's employed. He works at maintenance at apartments, and he's scheduled to work this week. And so we're asking that he's released to pretrial services.
Mr. Easton, $500. You have a pretty extensive criminal history. No contact with the alleged victim. Don't go to where the victim lives and works. If you post that bond, you will be released to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitored treatment they recommend. You're not allowed to drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs while in release status. The Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set May 1st, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Court.
What is your full name, sir?
Thomas James Ford, ma'am.
You're charged with aggravated assault charge involving a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, criminal damage charge, aggravated DUI, driving on the wrong side of the road, and a misdemeanor DUI charge. I'm an enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Deputy County Attorney.
Your Honor, the state's asking for a $75,000 bond due to the inherent dangerous nature of this offense. The fact that a collision occurred during this incident and the significant injury and property damage.
Defense counsel.
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Ford is released to pretrial services. He is employed. He works at Lowe's, and he's scheduled to work this week. He's been a resident of Tucson for 15 years. He has no felony priors. And if you're released, he'd go home where he lives with his dog.
Mr. Ford, your bond set at $20,000. No contact with the victim involved in this case. Do not go to where that person lives or works. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set May 1st, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. You are excused. Thank you.
Casey?
What is your full name, please?
Casey Daniel Casino.
Looks like you're wanted in Maricopa County for a charge involving unlawful possession of a narcotic drug. And Maricopa County wanted you held on a $550 bond. Defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Casino's released to pretrial services. This appears to be a nonviolent charge. He lives here in Tucson, but he can go take care of this in Maricopa County. He has plans with his parents to go take care of this. If you're released, he'd go to his parents' house.
I'm gonna honor that request. They want $550. This is bond. And they'll have a review hearing May 5th at 9 a.m. And the jail will contact Maricopa County to let him know that he's in custody. Thank you. Jack.
Taylor, have a seat up there. I'm gonna have to.
What is your full name, please?
Anton James Anthony Miller.
Okay. You are charged with, looks like you wanted out of state, you wanted from Minnesota on 3 separate charges, 2 counts involving some sort of assault to the 4th degree on a correctional employee. The alleged incident date was on November 23rd, 2023. You have the same charge from the same state, but this time the offense date was from October 15th of 2024. Minnesota wants you held without bond, and the state here is asking that you be held without bond pursuant to the Arizona Constitution that states if you're on release on a case, you're not entitled to bond. Defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking that he's released. I don't believe that this would qualify as on release. We're asking that he's released to pretrial services with the direction to report to Minnesota. He intends to go to Minnesota to take care of this. He was just released from federal prison, so he hasn't had a chance to address this warrant. So we're asking that he's released to pretrial services in order to go to Minnesota to take care of this.
I'm not going to hold without bond, but I am going to set his bond at $50,000. Appoint the city legal defender's office, to represent him, and he'll have a hearing April 25th at 2:30 p.m. A fugitive warrant hearing. Thank you. He's excused.
Judge, I'm so sorry. April 25th is the fugitive warrant hearing.
That's what it says here. Yep, April 25th at 2:30. Is that wrong?
Oh, no, I didn't catch it.
No, I'm just
Oh.
checking with the clerk. Yeah, right, April 25th at 2:30. What is your full name, sir?
It's gonna be Daniel Jaramillo.
All right, so let me get this right here. What is your first name, please?
Daniel,
How do you spell it?
Danidel.
Do you have a middle name? What's your last name?
It's gonna be Jaramillo, Jaramil.
What's your date of birth?
1794,
Say it by month.
January 7th, 1994.
Looks like you're charged with 1 count of aggravated assault on a peace officer. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to first hear from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney, Deputy County Attorney.
Your Honor, our submitted recommendation was $20,000 because we were unable to determine any criminal history or any information about this defendant.
Defense counsel.
Judge, would you consider continuing Mr. Jaramillo to tonight so that pretrial services can get some information on him?
Yeah, I'll continue to tomorrow morning.
Yeah, tomorrow morning. Thank you, Judge.
Tomorrow morning on all accounts. Thank you.
So.
Yeah, just copy that. What is your full name, please?
Innocent,
I'm sorry, what is your name?
innocent, INNOCENT.
Your full name.
That's my name. I don't use the state name. You guys know what you did to the state name. You guys keep sticking me in this Ruiz name, and you guys know it foul played me all life.
All right, jail, is she booked as Heaven Lee Ruiz?
Yes, Judge.
All right, looks like she has charges of unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. There's actually also a misdemeanor, refusing to provide her true name, and a criminal trespass. Those are misdemeanor charges. I'll enter pleas of not guilty. I need to let you know, ma'am, that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to first hear from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Deputy County Attorney.
Your Honor, the state's asking for a $5,000 bond due to the criminal history and the history of violent behavior.
Defense counsel.
Judge, we're asking that she's released to pretrial services. Pretrial services identified this as a nonviolent felony. She may be eligible for steps diversion. She has ties to Tucson, and it appears that she has no felony history. So she's likely probation available on these. So we're asking that she's released to pretrial services.
Deputy County Attorney, does she qualify for steps?
Your Honor, I didn't have the full pretrial services information at that time. If defense counsel is indicating she's inclined to believe that she's eligible for steps, I'm happy to refer to that.
All right.
Pretrial services identified her.
So she's got the misdemeanor charges. I'll go ahead and read it to her. Ms. Ruiz, you've been arrested and accused of a crime of unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. You have the 2 misdemeanor charges of refusing to provide your true name and a criminal trespass in a 3rd degree. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that only requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, the felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now on the felony charges and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing date?
Well, you guys still set me up for murder. That's murder. That's called murder. That's called murder. In any trial.
Okay, I'm assuming that's a no. I'm going to take that as a no. Defense counsel, your position?
Now, look, what did I do wrong? Is it a tone of my voice, or is it, what am I doing? I'm supposed to answer her.
Are you inclined to release her on the misdemeanors?
If
you, okay. Then, Judge, given your inclination to hold her on the misdemeanors, I'm going to ask for a $50 bond for time credit, and that we do not continue the pretrial or the preliminary hearing date.
All right. Bond on the felony case is $200. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent. Steps hearing is going to be April 28th at 9 a.m. Preliminary hearing is going to be May 1st at 1:30 p.m. It's going to be May 1st at 1:30 p.m. Regarding the JP misdemeanor cases for criminal trespass and the other ones for a drug paraphernalia charge, I am going to quash those warrants, release her on those charges only. May 1st at 8:30 a.m. is her next court date in Justice Court for both of those cases. They'll be on that same date. Regarding her city court misdemeanor cases, she's had warrants for her arrest since 2020 for charges involving drug paraphernalia, assault, disorderly conduct, criminal damage. And for the city court cases, I am going to set a bond. Let's see, hold on a second. Hold on a moment. I don't have any paperwork on the city court. For Luis, there's nothing. Let's try it. Files. Hold on a second. We're promising. Bond's going to be set at $500 for her city court cases. City public defenders appointed to represent her. Her next hearing date is going to be in city court on, let's see, April 29th, 2025 at 1:45 p.m. Thank you. She's excused.
Thank you.
All right, everyone's excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Good night, everybody.
I don't need to do nothing. Okay, great. Oh, boy.